get it right now. Starting to feel it, guys. Camera's been on 30 minutes. First 10-15 minutes I screwed around. This isn't bad at all. It's super scary. I just bent my hurt fingers back. That's awesome. Not. You know what? I got creative with this. It's giving me just enough support. So let me try it. I've been really freaked out about this trick, Sean. Hey Josh, what a challenge, dude. That thing had me beat mentally all day. I was getting nervous about it. I was wondering how I was going to learn this. I can't even roll switch. I've always been a good power pusher, a good Mongo pusher. Cruising the streets of Oceanside, California, always Mongo pushed, and I got that down. But I can't ride, not even just flat ground switch. So when the realization hit me that I was going to have to drop back in on this ramp switch, dude, instant fear. And I'm going to try to leave some of the very first tries where I was just putting back and forth in the bottom here, bottom dwelling, and show a real good cross-section of the progress I made in here tonight. Then again, it's like any other trick, man. It's in your head. If you let it continue to beat you in your head, it will beat you. I got creative, gave myself a placebo. I'm not really sure that ladder helped much, or the rug on top, but I was able to put my hand on it a little and feel a little more secure. That's sort of like a placebo effect there. It probably made it harder because I had to lean over, I had to reach for it rather than just go for it. Once it really started to pan out for me, I was just visualizing myself in the move, just faking down the transition, and it got a lot more doable. So I definitely have this trick. I can make it much more consistent and much more pretty, and I will. But you know what? I think I'm going to give you a challenge of something I know how to do. It's obviously going to be the front side 50-50 axle drop. And I'm going to show you my tips for the trick. Now, Josh, this is just the way I do it. I know there's some people, when they get into an axle stall, they're not comfortable coming back in, and I think you're one of these guys. I see you kick your back truck down so that your upper wheel is locked on the coping. And I'll be honest, I don't like it that way. I can do it that way. I don't prefer it that way. I like to have my wheels all the way up into the coping. The key with this trick is, if you can imagine yourself standing front side axle stall on a curb with a sidewalk, and you're just sitting up there, it's sort of like that jump move you take to just launch yourself off the curb. You do that same motion, but this right here going up and pressure. If you keep pressure on this wheel, it can't go out. So really, the key is in the lean. You really want to do a couple things. When you're standing up there, let me get next to the board. When you're standing up there, you're looking over. It helps to get your shoulder in a little bit. So you're going to do this. So, warm up with this movement. Bend your knees. If you bend your knees and then let yourself fall back as you do it, just like that, practice it without your board. Get up there, hang your heels off. Imagine your heels are your wheels. This is what I do. And as you bend your knees, start to lean back, and then just go down. Very easy. Where the problem is when somebody wants to do this. If you try to go down and turn too fast, the wheel goes over. So what I like to almost do is to lean. You got to have pressure on your heel here. And if your nose comes up or you even take off like that, that's not bad either. Sort of like really easy. Really easy. Let me see if I can do one and then slow it down for you. These have, on this size ramp, it is super easy, Where John did it on that 4-foot bowl, it's a big difference. So what you want to do, bend your knees. I bend my knees quite a bit. Bend your knees, lean, and come off. Bend your knees, lean, and come off. Let's do it again. And always telling yourself, on an 18-inch ramp, Lock my truck up, my wheels up. I want that there. I feel way safer doing that. Get the normal stance you always skate with. Bend your knees, lean. Go up, on, go down, bingo. I think for your first one, you know, bend down, lean back, incorporate a little bit of a jump off the coping. You won't even fall, dude. And honestly, doing it like that, put some knee pads on. I make it to my knees most of the time now, because part of what that trick takes is really getting yourself snapped around to come out of it. Even on those front side grinds I'm doing in the bowl. I'm getting around to my knees. So the worst fear in our mind is not typically what happens. You'd be surprised how resilient your body is at saving itself from situations. So thank you for the challenge. It scared me, but you know, I can be sort of hardcore sometimes, and I'm glad I did it. That would have been one I probably wouldn't have done, but even in the bowl, I have visions of doing a nose pick. I have visions of doing nose grinds, and you know what? You put me on the track, and for that, I say thank you. So I got your phone number now. If you ever want to call, shoot me a text, ask me a question. Dude, I'll talk skateboarding all day. All right? All right, man. Peace out. Everybody, please like, subscribe. Please visit his channel. Give him a subscription. Root him on. If you subscribe to him, I'll bet you he'll try harder and harder. And I know he's got some tricks up his sleeve that are going to stumble me. I've seen him do a few more, and gosh, for sake, don't even want to tell him what it is. He's probably going to challenge it for me next time, and I don't think I want you to. But I'm giving you frontside. I'm giving you frontside because I know you're ready. All right, man. Peace out, everybody. Thank you.